In today's class, we are going to learn about Unit 2, Artificial Neural Network, Unit 2. So this unit is completely about mathematical foundations and learning mechanisms. Okay, this Unit 2 has the concepts of mathematical foundations and also some learning mechanisms. Mathematical foundations in the sense just some few mathematical formulas, related functions, and just here we are going to revise again. Okay, whatever the basic mathematical functions, and some few learning algorithms are also going to learn in this particular second unit. Okay, under this we are going to the first concept of second unit is revisiting vector and matrix algebra. Okay, just don't take the revisiting. Just here we are going to know about vector and matrix algebra. Clear? The first topic is revisiting vector and matrix algebra. So first of all, we would see what is a vector here. A vector is an n-tuple of scalars, can be written as a horizontal row or a vertical column. Okay, a number of tuples. The tuple may be pair or triple or quadruple. You can write these can be in either horizontal row format or vertical column format. In simple words, a vector, okay, is also called as a column. In simple words, if suppose there is a matrix with you, within that matrix we may have, okay, multiple number of columns. So if you consider the single column data from the particular matrix is called a vector. Vector is a column data is called a vector. This vector, a vector is denoted by uppercase letter. How you are going to denote this vector? By using a uppercase letter. And the entries of this vector you can represent by using lowercase letter. The vector name can be represented by using uppercase letter. The values, the entries into that particular vector are represented by using lowercase letter with subscripts. The row with the same entries indicated by a superscript. Okay, for example, let us see the example. Then again, we'll going back to the definition of the vector. Okay, for example, here you have x equal to x, capital X. Here, capital X is a vector name or vector. This has the data of x1, x2, x3 up to xn. The representation of this data in the form of a column, isn't it? Capital X equal to, okay, x1, x2, x3, like n number of values. These values is in the form, I mean, it indicates in a lowercase letters. See, already here one word is there. A vector is denoted by uppercase letter. This capital X is a vector. It is denoted by uppercase letter. And see the second point. Its entries identified by corresponding lowercase letter. The entries in capital X or see, these are the small x, x1, x2, x3, xn, lowercase letter with subscripts. Subscripts in the sense 1, 2, 3 up to n. These are the subscripts. These are all represented in lowercase letter. Okay. So this particular column is called a vector here. So what is a vector? A column, data or column is called a vector here. It can be, okay, it can be written either in a vertical column. Actually, this is a vertical, right? This is a vertical column. See. So a vector written as a horizontal row or a vertical column. Here, this is a vertical column X. Or you may write this vector as horizontal row. See, this is the horizontal row kind of vector. In this horizontal row representation, you have used, okay, one superscript. This, the row with the same entries is indicated by a superscript T. What is the alphabet number here? Alphabet name here, the superscript alphabet name T. This is that one. Here, this is the x to the power of T equal to small x1, small x2, small x3 until small xn. Just this is the vector representation. Vector may be represented by using a vertical column or like horizontal row. But whenever you want to represent your vector as a horizontal row, then you should use the one superscript. That superscript letter is T. Okay. Capital X to the power of small t equal to x1, x2, xn. The data values are same here and here. For example, you may take like this. See, capital X equal to, if you want to represent a vertical row in the sense, just 1, 2, 3, like this. This is the vertical column. And suppose if you want to represent the same data into a horizontal row in the sense x to the power of t, small t, equal to 1, 2, 3. Okay. These are the two representations of a vector. Is it clear? Right. And next, you can add two vectors with the same number of entries. Suppose if you have the same number of entries, which means x has 3 values, y has 3 values, means you can add the two vectors. Okay, the formula for adding the two vectors here we have, that is x plus y. X is one vector, second one y is another vector. X plus y equal to, okay, what are the x entries? The values of x vector is x1 to xn. The values of y vector is y, small y1 to yn. Okay, if whenever we will perform this addition operation, then you will get the result of x1 plus y1, x2 plus y2, x3 plus y3, and so on, xn plus yn. This is the addition of two vectors, but the condition is the number of entries in that vector should be equal or same. Okay, and if we'll see the another two laws of vectors are, first one is commutative law and second one is associative law. Now we are going to discuss about two laws under vectors. What is the first one? First one is commutative law. Commutative law in the sense, okay, whenever you are going to represent or whenever we are going to perform addition of the two vectors x plus y, whenever we are going to perform the x plus y, the result of x plus y is equal to the result of y plus x. This is the one of the commutative law here. The result of x plus y equal to the result of y plus x. Okay. And if you'll see the associative law in the sense, just see. This is the associative law formula. What it is? Okay, it has x plus, okay, within parenthesis, y plus z equal to, okay, x plus y plus z. You may write like this also. The result of x plus y plus z equal to x plus y plus z. This is the associative law. First one is commutative law, second one is associative law. Commutative law in the sense x plus y equal to y plus x. Second one is associative law is this one, right? Now we are going to know what is a zero vector, how you are going to represent the zero vector here. Okay, zero vector and the representation of a zero vector here. The zero vector in the sense here you are going to represent with O or 0. It's a capital one. Suppose O, it's a capital O. And the entries in this vector are small zeros. Sorry, small O's. If you will have one matrix, one vector like this vector is called zero vector. All the entries in the zero vector are zeros itself, isn't it? Such kind of matrix are called the such kind of vectors are called the zero vectors. And then if you want to, okay, know the definition of negative vector. Next one is you want to know the definition of a negative vector. So this is the representation of negative vector, which means the minus x. Minus is the symbol, isn't it? So minus x equal to minus x1, x2, xn. Or you may represent like this: minus x1, minus x2, minus x3, minus xn. This is the representation of negative vector here. Okay. And this is the zero vector, and this one is the negative vector. Clear? Next. Next, if you have some more laws, if you will observe the first law, that is minus O equal to the resultant vector is just O, which means zero vector. The negative of zero vector is equal to a zero vector. That is the first law. And if one vector is, okay, add with a 0 vector. Okay, x is one vector, and that should be going to add with the another vector. That vector is a 0 vector. Then also you will get the result of the vector x. Why? Because this is addition. Already know that. This is one of the law in vector. And coming to the next one, minus of minus x equal to x only. Minus minus plus. Already know this basic formulas, isn't it? So minus of minus x equal to the x, you will get the positive vector if you have two symbols of negative. And coming to the next one, x plus minus x equal to, okay, vector x plus negative vector both equal to, you will get 0 vector. X plus minus x equal to a 0 vector. These are the basic laws, basic rules of a vector. Next, if you want to multiply a vector by a scalar, okay, you can perform a vector multiplication with a scalar. Okay, here x is one vector, s represents a scalar, x into s. This is the multiplication of vector with a scalar. So how you are going to represent here? The x entries are x1 to xn, then s value. Automatically, you will get the result of x1 into x, x2 into s, x3 into s, and so on. For example, okay, so there is a values of for x matrix. So x vector is 1, 2, 3. Okay, these are the x vector values, and the s value, x value is some assume 2. Okay, so now we are going to calculate product of these two. 1, 2, 3 into 2, that equal to, what is the result of this one? Automatically you will get x1 into s, 1 into 2, 2, 2 into 2, 4, 3 into 2, 6. This is the resultant vector you have get finally. Is it clear? So 2 is the s value, scalar value, and these are the x1 value, x2 value, and x3 value. This is the x vector. X vector into scalar equal to, you will get the resultant vector values 2, 4, 6. Clear? Next. And then in here we are going now, we have some other manipulation rules. Okay, in vector, those are, see, first one, x into 1 equal to x. Suppose x vector is multiplied with 1. What is the resultant vector? That is also x. X. Here, don't take this one is x1. It's not a 1, is not a subscript 1. Just it's considered just a matrix or a value. Okay, x into 1 equal to x. You'll get x matrix. In the same manner, x into 0. If we're going to calculate the x vector into a 0 vector, then automatically you'll get the 0 vector result only. Next, x into minus 1. If you will perform x into -1. -1 is a scalar value here, right? Then you will get the total values under that vector is negative values, which means minus x. In the same manner, 0 into t is 0. Okay. And here you may write like this also. So previously we have seen one law, that is associative law. Okay, in the same manner, here you have x into r. See, x into r into s. You may write like this also. X into rs. Okay. And this is already you know that this is a associative law. Distributive law. Okay, if the down we have two formulas for distributive law. So how you are what are the distributive laws here? Okay, x into r plus s equal to xr plus xs. You may write like this also. If you can write like this, then this is a distributive laws. And or otherwise you may write like this: x plus y into s equal to xs plus ys. Right? After that, here we have one more rule. That rule is x into minus s, which means scalar, x into minus the negative scalar equal to minus x into s or minus x into s. So these are both all are same here. Okay, all the values are same here. Clear? Next, here you can add and subtract rows xt and yt with the same number of entries and define the zero row and the negative of row. The product of scalar and row is, okay, if you have the scalar value s and the horizontal in xt, in the sense what it is, xt in the sense horizontal row. So s into xt, s into xt, you will get the result same. Already we have seen one example. Just this is for row. Previously we have seen for a column, isn't it? Scalar into horizontal row data. Then you will get like this. The row data will be represented in horizontally whenever we will write the x value like x to the power of t. Okay, in x we have a column value representation x to the power of 3, in the sense just it's a horizontal representation. That is a vertical representation. This is just horizontal representation. That's it. Okay, and here we have some other rules also of for vectors. The first rule is x to the power of 2 plus or minus y to the power of t equal to x plus or minus y to y whole to the t whole t. Okay, and minus x to the power of t equal to minus x whole to the power of t. And see this one, s into x to the power of t equal to sx whole to the power of t. You may write like this also. Next, this is the just x to the power of t into y. X to the power of t in the sense just it's a horizontal representation into just normal y. So if you will perform the product like this, then you will get the result in the form of horizontal only, x1 into y1 plus x2 into y2, like and so on. Clear? Next, here are also some other laws we have. Manipulation rules. So previously we have discussed a few manipulation rules, and here some other set of manipulation rules are there, which is under a vector. So what is the first one? A zero matrix, which means zero vector to the power of t into x equal to 0. So what it is? The multiplication of zero vector with any vector that results by a 0, isn't it? This is one of the rule. Second one, x to the power of t into y equal to y to the power of t into x. X to the power of t into y equal to y to the power of t into x. Okay, this is one of the law. And if you will see this one, okay, s into x to the power of t, okay, with y is equal to s of x to the power of t into y, or x to the power of t of y into s. You may get both three are the same. After that, if you will take the values for this and if you will calculate as well, then you will get the same result for x into s into x to the power of t into y. You will get the same kind of result for these three. Okay, and after that, minus x to the power of t into y equal to minus x to the power of minus x to the power of t into y, or otherwise you can write x to the power of t into minus y. Okay, these three are same. And finally, under the distributive laws, same. Okay, x to the power of t plus y to the power of t into z equal to x to the power of t into z plus y to the power of t into z. In the same manner, x to the power of t of y plus z equal to x to the power of t into y plus x to the power of t into z. These manipulation rules for horizontal row values. Previously, we have seen vertical column, isn't it? Now, these manipulation rules for horizontal row. Both are same, except representations. One is a row representation, one is column representation, and the second one is a horizontal row representation. Just the values would be represented in horizontally. Previously, the values would be represented in vertically. That's it. Okay, this is about a vector. In next class, we are going to discuss about matrix algebra, right?